Breaking news! Big decisions are happening within the walls of Dove Valley, and trust me, you're going to want to hear about it. There are some big changes to the projected starting lineup, and some of the names that are getting attention might surprise you. From unexpected moves to strategic shifts, Sean Payton is crafting something bold for 2025. I have a question for you. What have you noticed that you would give Sean Payton? Do you think he did a good job or did he underperform? Comment below. And if you really want to see the Broncos compete for a Super Bowl, big time. According to Pro Football Focus' latest breakdown of projected starting lineups for all 32 NFL teams, the Denver Broncos are in for some noticeable changes, and not just cosmetic ones. These are significant tweaks that could shape the trajectory of our season. This isn't your average speculation. It's a concrete look at how PFF, a group we've all had mixed feelings about, believes Sean Payton is re-engineering the Broncos' offensive and defensive units for 2025. And surprisingly, it's not as off-base as you'd expect from them. Let's start with the quarterback. No surprise here. Bo Nix is the guy. There's no debate, no controversy, and no competition. The Broncos are building their offense around him, and by all indications, he's already locked in as QB1 heading into training camp. Sean Payton has clearly planted his flag in the Bo Nix camp, and honestly, so have most Broncos fans. Now here's where it gets interesting. PFF lists R.J. Harvey as the starting running back. That's right, R.J. Harvey, a name many fans were curious about when he first joined the roster. But before we all jump the gun, let's be clear, Harvey might not be the lead back in Week 1. Expect to see a rotational approach with Jaleel McLaughlin and Audric Estime taking the bulk of snaps early on. Sean Payton is known for gradually integrating rookies, especially running backs. But make no mistake, by Week 3, barring injury or major setbacks, R.J. Harvey will likely emerge as the feature back. It's a smart, paced transition into NFL speed, and one that gives Harvey room to grow. Speaking of Estime, PFF has him penciled in as the RB2. This marks a shift from last season, where Jaleel McLaughlin played that backup role in tandem with Javonte Williams. Estime is considered a breakout candidate, not in the 1,500-yard, all-pro sense, but in a solid, productive RB2 role. Think 500 to 600 yards, valuable goal line touches, and maybe 6 or 7 touchdowns. Estime brings physicality and drive that fits perfectly in Payton's scheme. The wide receiver group is where things really get shaken up. Courtland Sutton remains WR1, as he should. But the real eye-opener is Devin Vele being projected as the WR2. That's right, Devin Vele. Last season, he started 7 games, and while his stats weren't mind-blowing, his trajectory and development have made him a legitimate contender for that role. Training camp will be the ultimate decider, but Vele has shown enough in OTAs to be taken seriously as a top 2 option. Some might argue Marvin Mims deserves that WR2 spot, but with Mims locked in as WR3 in this projection, the Broncos have a promising trio of targets for Bo Nix. And then there's the tight end. Evan Ingram comes in as a no-brainer starter. After last season's dismal tight end performance, bringing in a proven playmaker like Ingram is a massive upgrade. He adds a dynamic option over the middle and will be a crucial safety valve for Nix. The addition of Ingram might be the most underrated move of the offseason, and it could change the entire feel of the Broncos' offense. The offensive line, meanwhile, remains steady. PFF shows no major changes here, which is a testament to the strength and cohesion of the current unit. The same 5 starters from last year are expected to return, and considering how well they performed, especially in the run game, it's no surprise Payton is sticking with what works. This is a group he trusts, and with good reason. Stability in the trenches can't be overstated. Now flipping to the defense, that's where the real shakeups are coming. The front 7 looks fierce. DJ Jones, Zach Allen, and John Franklin Myers anchor the line, and while there's a slight concern over JFM's contract situation, the depth behind him, including rookie Savell Smalls and veteran Malcolm Roach, offers enough security. At edge, Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper return, bringing speed and pressure off the outside. But the spotlight on defense falls squarely on the linebacker duo. Dre Greenlaw, a big-time free agency pickup, lines up alongside Alex Singleton, who's recovering from an ACL tear. Health is the biggest question mark here, but if both are on the field, this could be one of the best linebacker tandems in the league. Add in Drew Sanders waiting in the wings, and you've got depth and versatility. And let's talk secondary. This is where PFF's projection gets a bit murky. Pat Certain is locked in as CB1, no surprise. But pairing him with Riley Moss outside and putting rookie Jalen Jade Barron in the slot may not be set in stone. Personally, I think Barron could handle outside duties while Jaquan McMillian slots inside. Barron has the versatility and college experience to thrive outside, and McMillian's skill set suits the nickel role. But again, it's a good problem to have when your secondary is this deep and interchangeable. Brendan Jones and Talanoa Hufanga round out the safeties, both experienced, physical, and intelligent players. This secondary, if it stays healthy, has the potential to be elite. Because when we talk about excitement heading into the 2025 season, it's not just about who starts, it's about how this roster is being shaped to win now, not later. And that's the vibe we're getting from Sean Payton and George Payton. The way they've built this roster speaks volumes about their intent. They're not treating this like a rebuild. This is a team designed to compete right now, and you can feel that urgency across every position group. Let's take a deeper dive into what these decisions reveal about Payton's philosophy. First, the offense. There's no fluff here. Every move seems strategic. No wasted signings, no forced fits. The decision to stick with the same offensive line is about chemistry and continuity, two elements that are rare in today's NFL. Payton isn't trying to reinvent the wheel. He's optimizing what already works and focusing resources on the areas that truly needed it, like tight end and running back. Evan Ingram might be the glue that holds this entire offense together. His versatility gives Knicks a reliable option across the middle and in the red zone. Combine that with Sutton's size, Vele's growing route tree, and Mim's speed, and suddenly you have an offense that can stretch the field horizontally and vertically. It's not just about potential anymore, it's about execution. And then there's Bo Nix. Everything about the way this offense is being structured screams trust. Payton isn't setting him up to fail, he's surrounding him with layers of support. From a strong offensive line to a multi-headed backfield and veteran pass catchers, this isn't a team hoping their rookie quarterback figures it out on the fly. This is a calculated build to ensure that when Nick steps on the field, he's not overwhelmed, he's empowered. But perhaps the most overlooked element of this entire setup is the defensive depth. The front seven, as we touched on earlier, is legitimately scary. The blend of youth and experience, speed and power, gives the Broncos one of the most balanced defensive fronts in the league. Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper off the edge are both ascending talents, and adding Dre Greenlaw to the linebacker core is like throwing gasoline on a fire. It changes the complexion of this defense entirely. Then there's the secondary. And this is where Sean Payton's fingerprints are most visible. The decisions being made here are not just about talent, they're about flexibility. Jalen Barron, Riley Moss, Jaquan McMillian, these aren't just names on a depth chart. They're chess pieces, players that can be moved around based on matchups, game plans, and injuries. This kind of versatility is invaluable over a 17-game grind. And that brings us to a critical point, health. If there's one variable that could derail what looks like a playoff-caliber roster, it's injuries, especially in the linebacker unit. Alex Singleton is coming off an ACL tear, Dre Greenlaw has dealt with injuries in the past, and Drew Sanders is still working his way back. It's the one area where Broncos fans will have to hold their breath each week. Yet, there's a different energy around this team. It's not just about what could be, it's about what's already in motion. The Broncos aren't waiting for next year. They're making their move now. Every starter listed by PFF, every strategic shift in the lineup, tells a story of urgency and ambition. So now, the spotlight turns to training camp and preseason. That's where these projections will be tested. Will RJ Harvey take over by week 3 as expected? Can Devin Vele truly lock down the WR2 spot? Is the secondary rotation going to hold up against elite offenses? These are the questions that will shape not just the opening week, but the entire 2025 season. Broncos country, this is it. The moment where all the pieces start to fall into place. So what do you think? Does this roster have what it takes to make a serious playoff push? Are there any positions you're still worried about? Or do you believe this is finally the year the Broncos break through? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button.